Your car rolls to a stop on an empty road, and this time it doesn't start again. The engine clicks. Then nothing. The heater fades. Outside, the light is going. The snow is coming down harder than the forecast promised, and the last house you passed was 20 minutes ago. It usually doesn't start with a crash or a storm on the news. It starts quiet. A dead battery, a patch of ice, a wrong turn onto a road that got smaller and smaller until it just stopped mattering. One ordinary drive that suddenly isn't ordinary anymore. And here's the strange part. The thing that just failed you, the car sitting there useless in the cold, is about to become the single most important tool you have. What you do in the next few minutes decides whether this is a bad night you laugh about later or something much worse. So let's walk through it, calmly, step by step, so that if it's ever you already know exactly what to do. Because there's one decision almost everyone gets wrong out here. It feels like the smart, brave, responsible move, and it's the one that gets people killed. We'll get to it. First, understand what's actually dangerous. It isn't the breakdown. Cars break down every day and nobody dies. The danger is the cold, the heat, the dark, and the panic that makes you act before you think. Survival here isn't about strength. It's about staying warm, staying visible, and staying put long enough to be found. That's the whole game. So step 1, stay with your vehicle. This is the decision everyone gets wrong. You're stranded, your phone is low, and every instinct screams to get out and walk toward those distant lights, to go find help. It feels like doing something. It feels like courage. But the moment you leave your car, you trade the one safe thing you have for the most dangerous thing you can do. Your car is shelter. It blocks the wind, it holds your body heat, it keeps the snow and rain off you. On foot, in bad weather, you can burn through your energy and your body heat shockingly fast, and distances lie to you in the dark and the snow. Those lights that look close can be miles away, across ground you can't judge. And there's something else. A car is big, metal, and colorful. A person walking in a storm is almost invisible. Search and rescue crews, according to guidance from ready.gov and the National Weather Service, will find a vehicle far faster than they'll ever find a person wandering off a road. The car is the landmark. Leave it, and you've walked away from the exact thing rescuers are looking for. And this isn't only a snow rule. Flip the whole thing to the opposite extreme, a breakdown on a remote desert road in the heat, and the answer barely changes. Out there, the car is shade, and shade is life. The metal roof over your head drops the temperature you're sitting in, and the vehicle is still the big, obvious shape a search team spots from the road or the air long before they'd ever see a person on foot. People have walked away from a stranded car in the heat, trying to find water or a signal, and not made it, when staying in the shade of that same car would have kept them alive. Cold or hot, the lesson is identical. The car is the safe place. Your legs are the risk. There are rare exceptions. If your car is somewhere it truly can't be seen, or is in immediate danger. But the rule that keeps people alive is simple. Unless you can clearly see safety and reach it easily, you stay with the car. Which brings us to step 2. Make yourself impossible to miss. Staying put only works if someone can find you, so your job now is to turn that car into a beacon. Start with the obvious. If you have any signal at all, call 911. Tell them you're stranded, and if you can, share your location. Drop a pin, read them the mile marker, describe the road. Then, even with a deadline, keep the car working for you. Turn on your hazard lights. In daylight, tie something bright, a scarf, a bandana, a strip of cloth, to your antenna or your door handle where the wind will catch it. At night, turn on the dome light when you run the engine so the car glows from the inside, and flash a flashlight toward any sound or headlights you notice. You want anyone who passes, on the road or in the air, to see instantly that someone is here and needs help. Here's a quick question while we're on it, and I genuinely like your answer. What's the one emergency item you already keep in your car? Drop it in the comments. You might remind somebody of the exact thing that saves them. Now step 3, and this is the one people don't think about until it's too late. Before you get warm, make the air safe. It's freezing, so of course you want to run the engine and blast the heat. But your exhaust pipe, that tailpipe at the back of the car, has to be clear. If it's packed with snow or pressed against a snowbank, the exhaust has nowhere to go, and it backs up into the cabin. That exhaust carries carbon monoxide. It's a gas you cannot see and cannot smell. It makes you sleepy, then confused. And if you don't know it's happening, you simply don't wake up. This is not a rare freak accident. The CDC has documented clusters of carbon monoxide poisonings during snowstorms in people sitting in running cars with exhaust pipes buried in the snow. So, before you run that engine, get out, clear the snow away from the tailpipe, and keep it clear. And crack a window, just a little, on the side away from the wind. A small gap of fresh air is your insurance. That tiny bit of cold is a trade you will always want to make. Okay? The air is safe. Now, step 4. Ration your heat, both the car's and your own. Do not run the engine the whole time. You'll burn your fuel, and you may need it. The guidance from ready.gov and the National Weather Service is to run the engine and heater for about 10 minutes each hour. That's enough to take the edge off the cold and charge your phone, while making your gas last through the night. Between those bursts, you protect your own heat. Put on every layer you have. If there's a blanket, a coat in the back, even a floor mat or paper, use it, because trapping air around your body is what keeps you warm. Move a little now and then. Clap your hands, rub your arms to keep the blood going. But, and this matters, don't overdo it. Don't work up a sweat. Damp clothes steal your heat faster than still air ever will. Gentle and steady, not hard and sweaty. Picture it for a second. It's fully dark now. The snow has softened every sound. Your dashboard clock glows, and you've got the engine off. One blanket over your legs, a bright cloth tied to the mirror, the tailpipe clear, a window cracked an inch. You are cold, but you are safe. You are warm enough. You are findable. And every hour that passes is an hour closer to a set of headlights slowing down for you. That is what surviving this actually looks like. Not heroics, just a handful of calm, correct choices, repeated. Step 5. Settle in, ration what you have, and don't let panic take the wheel. Take stock of your water and any food, even a pack of gum or a granola bar in the glove box, and go easy on it. Sip water so you stay hydrated, because staying hydrated helps your body regulate its temperature. If someone's with you, take turns resting so at least one person is always awake, watching for help and keeping an eye on that cracked window and the exhaust. And keep talking. Keep calm. Fear makes people leave the car, skip the exhaust, walk into the dark. Your steadiness is a survival tool too. Now here's the counterintuitive truth this whole thing turns on. The car that failed you is the reason you're okay. It stopped moving, but it never stopped protecting you. It's your shelter, your signal, and your landmark, all at once. The people who don't make it are almost never the ones who stayed. They're the ones who left, who trusted their legs over their shelter, who walked toward a light that was farther than it looked. Staying still, when everything in you wants to move, is the bravest and smartest thing you can do. And none of this is really about being stranded on some remote mountain road. It's the same calm underneath everything. Keep a blanket, some water, a flashlight, and a phone charger in your trunk before you ever need them. Tell someone your route before a long drive. And remember that in an emergency, the goal is almost never to do something dramatic. It's to do the small right things in the right order and let help reach you. Before we finish, one honest note. This is general preparedness information, not official or professional emergency advice, and every situation is different. So always call 911 when you can and follow the instructions of local authorities and rescue crews on the ground. They're the experts for your exact moment. If this gave you a little more of that quiet confidence, the feeling of I'd know what to do, consider subscribing and take a look through the survival playlist for more of these. It's the calmest kind of insurance there is, because your car rolled to a stop on an empty road, and it didn't start again. But you didn't panic, and you didn't walk. You stayed. You made yourself seen. And you kept yourself warm. And when the headlights finally slowed down for you, you were exactly where you needed to be, right where you'd been the whole time.